For sure.
I don't get no respect when I pull up at the Lowe's or Home Depot with the trailer on the back of my car, but hey, it works. So we're just gonna go in here. I'll give you a quick nickel tour. We all set? You guys want a little bottle of water or anything?
No, we're good, man. We're good.
Okay. We can get more when we're done. Primarily, about half of the floor here, and I kind of call this, what's the best way to say it? I call it like a boutique office. It's really shishi poo poo. Half of it overlooks Main Street. Okay. Half overlooks the atrium. If you work here all the time, you know, it kind of gets like boring after a while. People like, you must love working downtown. Well, I'm not that fond of it.
Yeah.
You have to sometimes take 30 minutes for a parking spot. We'll come back in here. This is a conference room, just to kind of give you an idea. We're just a couple stories up off of Main Street, so it is a nice facility. I wouldn't want to have to pay the rent.
No, sure.
I like that.
Yeah,
Okay about that.
you got a pretty view.
Definitely.
Sure.
So, we're a multimedia company. What does that mean? That means we do a lot more than just kind of radio stuff. Marketing has changed since I started radio. So there's a lot of different ways to touch people. We do event marketing. Each event is designed for a different type of lifestyle. We have, in the next month coming up, a job fair, career fair. We do those about once a quarter.
Okay.
We work with, all the companies around that need to hire people. We normally have about 25 or 100 or 3,000 people that'll get a job in a day.
Oh, wow.
We promote it on the radio, we do it with social media, and then we usually do it at the mall. The next one we're gonna do during the weekday instead of a Saturday at the mall at a hotel. So just different ways to touch people, and then of course we do a lot of social media, as you can imagine, internet marketing. And once again, any lifestyle event that we can do. We have a Mother's Day gospel show coming up at a big Life Center church here in Simpsonville, at Bethel Life Center. And we'll have national gospel artists, numerous, here on Mother's Day. Cool. And we'll have probably about 1,500 people hang out there and enjoy that show. That's more what you could imagine. It's put on by 107th Jams. It's more urban, ethnic, African-American geared for the black folks who love gospel.
Right.
They suck it up.
Gotcha.
And that's kind of it, I've been doing my job a long time, about 23 years. Things have changed a little bit. When I first started, I just had one little radio station. That's all we cared about.
Yeah. Right.
Things have changed. FCC regs have changed, just marketing in general. That's the darn thing called smartphone.
That's all we're here. We want to get your advice. We want to get what you want.
Yeah, man, I'll be glad
you
to
would suggest, because we want to make this show sold out.
Right.
And we're like 200 seats away from the sold out. So
Come on now.
There's 500 seats, so I feel like we've got about 200, 250.
I think capacity over Firmament's 825 now.
Was it
They had
825?
it rezoned.
Okay.
It's now listed as a music hall, so they changed
they
the
changed
regulations. They had to put it on the emergency door in,
Well,
so.
then we definitely need to.
Seating is not, the only time they'll really do seating is they have a special type of show, when they'll rent some tables and chairs, but in general,
Right.
I think for your show, Corey, it's, you wanna have the floor open, right?
Yeah. That's how it was
So
designed.
it's street, it's seating on the side and seating in the back on the bar.
For sure.
And some stair. So, I don't know how you guys structured the deal, if you're renting a venue or if you're doing a revenue share with them,
Revenue share.
so everybody got something to win.
Right.
Yeah. For sure, definitely. That's why we want to discuss options. We just want
Okay, cool.
to figure out what you got to offer and
Well,
what
how
the
about this?
pricing is.
I'll give you the quick nickel tour.
Cool.
Kind
Let's
of
do
walking
that.
around. This is more or less radio land. If we
Yeah.
bust out into some other stuff that we do.
For sure. Definitely.
I'll throw this out. We don't have a real big staff also. Even though we have all these radio stations, we only got 8 account execs like me.
Wow.
If you divide it up by the 4 stations, that's 2 a station, but we don't do it like that.
Right.
So we don't have a lot of full-time people, probably about 40 max.
The whole company.
We use a lot of per diem, a lot of people for our street teams, depending on what we got going on. If we have a big event going on, we can have 120 per diems in a week too. So just depending on what we got going on. So you ain't gonna see a lot of people here, because that's kind of the way it's supposed to be.
It's nice like that though. You're not bumping into
Well,
anybody's shoulder.
corporate's changed,
Right.
they don't wanna keep a lot of people on staff. They don't want to pay all these benefits and all that kind of
That's what
stuff.
I'm about to say before, man.
You know, so it's just, you know, big companies, I've watched so many hack and slashes, I don't think that. It's amazing things we do for love and money, hardly ever in that order. But, we'll plan to come back in here, we'll sit down. We have smaller rooms, but a lot of them are kind of busy.
It's okay.
This is what we call a little collaboration center where we get together and do some brainstorming. This is what I call the business side of everything.
Okay.
That's Carolyn, she's our president.
All right, hello.
Been doing this for a long time.
Nice, nice.
How you doing?
This is kind of like what we call our sales center, bullpit. We just, in my little crabby hole here.
The bullpit. I like it.
That's my crap. It's kind of messy, but
Nice.
once again, just kind of going through the crap. Just kind of like what you think.
Right.
Very
We
nice.
like to have a lot of fun.
Yeah,
You know,
for sure.
when we do well, when
Nice
we hit
location.
budget like the 103. Miss Carolyn loads up what we call the drink cart. It's a kind of like the stewardess on the airline. She got it loaded with any type of
Okay.
alcohol. They close the office early and they come around.
All
and-
right.
And make you liquor drinks.
Okay.
Have a big
Boy,
party.
sound good, sound
Work hard and
good.
play hard.
Play
We've
hard.
got some more offices. Not everybody's in. My manager Kathy Lee, who you probably
Okay.
connected with very first, is up here. She
All
just
right.
got back into town from Charlotte.
Cool.
Things kind of loosen up as we go through the business side. This is where it's kind of cool. This is the programming and promotion side. Promotions is anything we take to the street. They're
Gotcha.
the street team people. We actually have 2 girls, staff, that coordinate all that, and they're the ones that hire all the per diems. I don't know how they do it. I don't. This is our real prize closet. There really is such a thing.
yeah.
Where we keep, you know, t-shirts and all that kind of swag.
Cool.
Then we got another one up front. This is Barbie T. She does the morning show on Hot and Dex.
Oh, wow, okay.
She's all like, you know, making our a bling thing.
Nice, nice.
Miss
I'm
Karen,
wow
that's
seeing that.
Stephanie, there's promotions gals. We're doing the nickel tour staff, pardon us.
Hello.
Mike Klein is our operations manager. He's got a big title and a lot of responsibility. He's just a normal guy. But he's in charge of whatever goes over the airwaves for our station.
Nice, nice,
And there he is.
How you
There's
doing,
Mike.
man?
How you doing?
Corey Stone, nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you guys. Give a little tour.
Doing the nickel tour.
Nice. Enjoy,
Sit down,
enjoy
Charlie.
Nickel Tour.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Mike knows Andrew and Chad a fair amount. This is the programming. When we go through here, this is all the radio stations type stuff. Behind this wall is what we call the rack room.
All right.
It's probably about $500,000 worth of computers. Everything is computerized, digital. We got a full-time engineer. This is what else? 7-3 jams at the very end. Mike's on air right now for Hop. He does the PM drive. We're live there.
Nice, man.
We're really live. We have 2 other stations which more or less run out of the rack room. We don't have, one we have DJs, the other one there's no DJs at all. It's a variety format type stuff. We're really live. When somebody in here talks, it goes through the microphone, comes in here, gets processed digitally, goes up to the roof. There's an antenna there which picks up the signal and sends it out to transponders, and that repeats the signals. That's it. It's about a 7-second delay to get the digital and to get it broadcasted out. Years ago, they used to talk about a 7-second delay, but that was more or less to stop screw-ups on the air.
Right.
We still have that, but it still takes, now we have 14 seconds.
Gets
7
worse.
seconds to,
Just make sure.
we have a fair amount of production rooms. We have some of our DJs here voice tracking on the markets for our sister stations as well.
Nice.
We do community service PSAs. This is Aunt Dizzle, Corey,
Yeah,
you know it.
That's my girl.
So he has multiple hats.
Oh, yeah.
He does Hot 98, he does the mix-ups at night.
Right.
He's doing a live DJ mix show now. We start on Fridays from Club, right across the street. That's been really well successful,
Nice, man.
received. He's
Nice.
also our creative services director. What does that mean? He's in charge of making all the commercials for us
Okay.
and doing what we call station imaging, putting together the promotional mentions to help brand the stations.
Yeah, I hear him a lot on the radio.
And then just more crap,
I
basically.
got you. Yeah.
More production, no production room. Tom Hollywood in the morning.
Hey, how you doing?
You all right?
What's going on, bro? Good, good.
Good to see you, man.
What's going on with you?
Good.
What you up to?
You're working hard, are you?
Oh man, I'm trying not to.
I can
I'm trying not to.
How you doing,
What's
man?
going on, bro? Tell me, man, what's going on,
David,
bro?
nice to meet you.
All right, man.
What's
What's going on, cuz?
For about a dozen years.
What up, what?
What's going on?
All right, what's going on?
Good to see you.
Man, this guy, man, was on one of my intros back in the day, man.
Oh, yeah.
On Hot 981, I did the intros, whatever, for the Hot 98.
Oh, yeah.
And they had one of the livest ones, man, 551, man. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
dope,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Because
Started on
JCB.
day one.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
You
Day
talking
one.
back when I had hair.
Okay, he done came a long
No,
way,
man,
boy.
yeah,
I'm telling you,
I met him when I was TL. You know what I'm saying?
Yup, right. Hosting at clubs. Now you're hosting on
Oh,
a radio show.
I got my own office, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Good people, man.
Glad
Y'all
to
always
see
been
you,
cool, man.
always,
Always good to see you, man.
Full circle,
Heard a lot of
see you,
great
bro.
things from you too, man.
Oh, yeah.
Music is really good, man. No doubt, no doubt, man. If I can sing like that, if I can put it together, I would, you know what I'm saying? I would get on the track. But, you know, I do more of the talking, man.
You're good at it.
I found my gift, you know what I'm saying?
He said, I'll do the intros for you, bro.
Yeah, there you go. Talented cat, man. This guy's
Definitely,
talented,
definitely,
man.
definitely,
Much
man.
success
Good
to you,
to
bro.
see you,
Seriously,
man.
good to see you too.
I'll see you
We'll
soon.
make up some more, man. We will, no doubt.
All
No
right.
doubt.
Well, I didn't know I was stepping into this.
Trying to know everybody, man.
Right.
Good people, man. Definitely good.
It's like going around with Kathy Lee. She really,
she
you
does. She knows
she.
everybody everywhere she goes. Yeah.
I love the boy that springs. Hey, I know you. I agree with. Hey, I know you.
Run for mayor, right?
Exactly. Look, good seeing y'all, Phil.
Good to
All right,
see
good
you,
to see you, Tom.
Good to see you.
We be in contact, bro.
No doubt, bro.
And this is hot. We just had it actually redone. It looks really cool. And like I said, if you're gonna have a radio studio, it's pretty
This is
very
nice.
relaxed way to do it.
Ooh, this is relaxing.
Yeah, we had a chief engineer before that worked out of our parent company in Birmingham, and he ordered all this stuff for this and redid it, and he purchased it, and then he quit the company, and none of it fit. So we don't have
Still nice.
None of it.
none of it, not one. Everything was too. We couldn't get through the door. I mean, it was
Yeah, it's good.